right. Good evening, everybody. It's 7 p.m. It's Monday night, which means that you're here at the Hat and Beard Show, your nightly stop for NFL and Detroit Lions content. Tonight, we're talking, hey, guy, with preseason week one kind of all wrapped up here nicely. We got a couple of Lions players getting a little bit of national recognition with Jacob Saylors, Ahmed Hassanein. We got a little bit of news around Jameson Williams. The Lions are shifting the bottom of the roster around. There's some opportunity for some guys. We got some fresh faces, and then we will clear up a little bit of noticing happening at Lions camp yesterday, right? Training camp, a little bit of tater at the center spot. Dan Campbell talked about all that. We will discuss all of that and more. I'm James. It's the Hat and Beard Show. You're an attentive audience. Let's go ahead and get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
All right. What's up, Mad Hatter Nation? Good to see you guys all in the chat. Hey, guys, our national news, NFL preseason week one team of the week and player awards. Don't get too excited. It's preseason week one, but we're going to get a little excited. Kadon Slovis earns quarterback of the week. Cardinals quarterback completed 7 of 9 for 75 yards and 2 big-time throws with no turnover-worthy plays. Courtland Sutton led the offense. He earned a 94.3 PFF receiving grade after catching all 3 of his targets for 60 yards on 5 routes. Can't be mad at that. So the whole team here, we got an offensive and defense and special teams breakdown. So obviously Slovis is going to be the quarterback, best performing quarterback according to PFF in preseason week one. Running back Jacob Saylors of the Detroit Lions. Guy, I told you, Jacob Saylors gonna be a problem. If your name's Sione Vaki, you're like, oh no. The Lions also brought in another running back. Shit, that's not looking good. On top of that, Jacob Saylors, my guy. Been pulling for him since the UFL days. Obviously, Courtland Sutton, we just talked about him. Camden Brown of the Cowboys, the other wide receiver. Matthew Hibner of the Ravens at tight end. Robert Tonyan, Pittsburgh Steelers at the flex tight end. Garrett Bowles, Josh Sills, Javon Gwynn of Baltimore at the center. Azon Cooper of the Jets and J.C. Latham at Tennessee round out your offensive linemen. Best performing defensive players, Edge, Jonah Ellis of the Denver Broncos. Oh, what's this? Edge, the Hammer, the Egyptian magician, the man, bring forth the new starting defensive end for the Detroit Lions opposite Aiden Hutchinson. Ahmed Hassanein, getting a little bit of national recognition. That's what I'm talking about, guy. I told you. You know, some guys you see play just have just a tenacity about him, dude. And, you know, Hassanein seems to be kind of one of those guys, dude. Christian Miller of the Saints at D-tackle. Josh Topu, the Giants. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Nobody really care about. And then no one from our teams on the special teams. So, you know, I just wanted to point out, according to PFF week one of the NFL preseason, your all defensive and all offensive team, Jacob Saylors, locking down that running back spot. I told you he's a bad man, dude. And Ahmed Hassanein. Did I not say last week leading into preseason week one that I said he was going to have 6 sacks, but you know, two and one of them coming against the ones on Joe Burrow. Now, when I was like, why are the Bumbles keeping the starters out there when on the first drive it had a second down drive killing sack? Shout out the stats, dude. Second down drive killing sack from Ahmed Hassanein, dude. That dude is special. Who else is special is Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams injury update. Lions wide receiver dealing with a shoulder. He was absent from practice on Sunday. That's never a good thing. We do have to read this from Yahoo because it is over at the Detroit Free Press that you have to pay for. Kind of hard to be a free press. Get it? Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams missed his second straight practice on Monday. Dan Campbell indicated Williams' absence is precautionary. He's got a little shoulder. He's good to go, though. Well, we need that shoulder to go from being a little shoulder to a big shoulder. Did you guys know that Jameson Williams had a little shoulder? If he'd have... How long have we known that he's had a little shoulder? If he's had... right there, he's got a little shoulder. He's got a little shoulder. He needs to have a big shoulder. Williams is one of a handful of players dealing with minor injuries at the midpoint of camp. Lions play their second exhibition game Saturday against the Commies. Then close the preseason on the road against the Colts. Cornerback Nick, whoa, you hate to see this. Nick Whiteside dealing with a minor hamstring injury. Minor? How minor are we talking? This is like borderline a rule with death, taxes, and the gravity. Hamstring injuries in camp. Fuck! Absolute season killers, dude. And Nick Whiteside, he's been repping with the ones. You know me, I was high on Nick Whiteside. My far shot was Nick Whiteside be a starting corner opposite DJ Reed come week 1 of the NFL regular season. Hamstring. How minor? How minor? Please tell me it's nothing serious. Does anybody know anything? Yes. Detroit Sports Talk. That's what we're talking about is the Jameson Williams injury. You know what I'm saying? He's got a little shoulder. We need him to have a big shoulder. Ben Barch is returning from Liz Frank surgery, among others, who will not practice on Monday. We know Jamo's stats last year: 65 catches, 1,100 yards. He's had a strong camp as the Lions' primary deep threat opposite St. Brown. Nick Whiteside is. What am I hearing? She's vacuuming. I was like, what am I hearing, dude? Nick Whiteside has been splitting first-team reps at the number 2 cornerback opposite DJ Reed, while Barch is competing for the starting left guard spot and took some first-team reps in practice on Sunday. Eesh. Now, we will talk about this. I don't want to get too into the weeds with Ben Barch taking some first-team reps on Sunday. Okay, there's a very specific reason for that. I do not really think he's usurping Christian Mahogany, despite how poorly Mahogany played at times in preseason week 1. I think Mahogany will turn it around. I am believing in Christian Mahogany, though not with as much confidence as I once had in him. There is a reason why Ben Barch was repping with the ones, and we will talk about that later on. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to the end of the episode here, guy. A little teaser. That's for the engagement. It's called engagement farming right there. Yes, very good, yes. I don't think it's anything. These aren't serious, Campbell said. We'll see about that. I don't think that Jamo's shoulder is anything serious. Again, if we just... What he needs... So what Jamo needs here is... Look, it says right here. He's got a little shoulder. Well, has anybody thought to give him a mushroom? So his shoulder can grow into a big shoulder? Hello? Little shoulder needs to become big shoulder. Hopefully that is, in fact, nothing serious. But I'm going to be very blunt, fellas. Hamstring injuries in the preseason can be absolute season killers. How we doing, Mad Hatter Nation? I know I've been a little hit or miss on the chat. We're just trying to get through the stories here. Dan said Whiteside and Jamo's injuries aren't serious. Hopefully it was not coach speak. I get nervous about center and left guard. Although, yes. Right now, Monday at 7 o'clock, 8:17 in the Big 2-6 at 7:11 p.m. I do agree with you. I will give you this profile. You are not the wrong. The center and the left guard spot do seem a little weak for what we need. But I do want to see what we got out of Juice Scruggs, right? Let's not get completely down on our offensive line, considering by all metrics our number 3 center was repping at the ones and is going to be getting the bulk of the snaps. He didn't play terrible, not great, not terrible. And yes, Mormon Oak does need to figure it out a little bit more. I think Mormon Oak in the left guard spot was not as poorly played as Miles Frazier is playing the right guard spot, and you hope that Tater can clean that up when he comes in and locks it on down. I don't know how realistic this is, but AI said anywhere from 3 to 5 days to 1 to 2 weeks for Whiteside. Yes. Well, Detroit Sports Talk, the thing is like, so if it were me, if Whiteside's like got at least a spot on lock, you let him keep grinding through camp, but you just shut him down for the games, dude. You just don't even bother having him go out there. Let the hamstring get, because hamstrings in training camp can be seriously season killers, dude. It is really hard to rehab from a hamstring injury while doing a season-long workload, especially if he's up there in the starters. You know what I'm saying? It is unreal how often our DBs get hurt. Dude, I know, bro. I hope they don't play musical chairs at center. Goff will get killed. Our cornerback room is permanently cursed. You are correct, Donkey Kong. Our DB room is bullshit. FC North Bears are signing. Yes. Detroit Sports Talk. You see how absolutely desperate the Bears are getting that they're bringing old Marcus Davenport. Yes. What a interesting little maneuver they have to make there. I don't know why anybody's worried. He'll never make it to the regular season. And if he does, he'll make it 6 snaps and his titty will fall off or something. Since when do you stream in the evening? Oh, what's up, Mid-Michigan Faith? Yeah, since I changed jobs, dude. So about 3 months ago, we made the old switch, dude. I changed jobs, and I'm a Monday through Friday day shift guy now, dude. And it's awesome. So we are live Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here at the YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. Though I will let you guys in on a little bit of a secret here. Over the next few months, depending on what the schedule looks like, there will be one evening a week, more likely than not, where I will either be late or we just won't have a show at all. I got a commitment during the off season or during the regular season that I kind of have to follow through on. So just a little bit, but we'll play it by here. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? How you doing? Bears had 17 sacks for Davenport. Yeah, 17 potato sacks, dude, because he's going to be sitting on the bench, hurt, eating peanuts, dude. Fuck the Bears, obviously desperate. 100%, dude. Up the Bears. Watch Davenport go to the Pro Bowl. Nah, it ain't never going to happen, dude. He's going to get just absolutely mogged by the NFC North's top dog. As the Detroit Lions offensive line, dude. I'll play a significant amount of starters in Saturday's preseason game with the Commanders, who won't say who. It's going to be Ratledge is going to get reps. Miller's going to get reps. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a little bit of Laporta getting some game speed rep, you know. Probably not Gibbs. Probably not Goff. Probably not Jamo because of the shoulder. You might see a St. Brown sprinkled in there. I would say technically Tesla's a starter, you know, just based on being the number 3 in the offense. And then you look at the defense. Yeah, probably a lot on defense, dude. Probably going to see, you know, three right now pegged starters in the secondary, you know. Probably not an action Jack Campbell, but a lot of Devin White, maybe even a Derek Barnes, maybe even a Malcolm Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? Probably not Hutch, but he could be telling you that we'll see a lot of Hassanein, and Hassanein's going to be the starter. You never know, dude. Davenport should be scared of Penei Sewell, dude. Pro Bowl lost her after Shador. Yeah, dude, the Pro Bowl's a joke, dude. The Pro Bowl ain't what it used to be, dude. It's an absolute, it's chicanery, it's tomfoolery. All right, guys, back to the news here. I found this little diggery-doo here. This little diggery-doo. The Lions player worth watching closest in the next preseason game. What do we got here? This weekend's contest against the Commies will be a pivotal moment for the players fighting for a roster spot, as there are only so many opportunities left for them to raise their stock. Detroit needs to cut its roster to 53 players by the 23rd or the 30th of August at 6 p.m. 13 days. 13 days. You have less than 2 weeks. And let's be real. 53 spots, 22 starters. Then you got Bates and Fox. There's 24. Then you got your depth guys who are already penciled in. You know what I'm saying? Your Saylors, your Brock Wrights, your Teslas, you know. You get down to it, there's what? 10, maybe 15 spots, so you can start to kind of make a case for an argument. But then it's how are you going to play it? What kind of depth are you going to carry along your offensive line? How many quarterbacks are you going to carry? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do here? I did see a little bit of what was I reading? Something I was reading? Something I was reading. I think it was about how the Lions should consider trying to bring in Will Levis as a backup QB. I was like, I would be mad at that. But you got 13 weeks here. This weekend's contest, blah, blah, blah. Dominic Lovett's performance against the Commanders could decide his 53-man roster fate. And we've been kind of monitoring Dominic Lovett, last year. A bit of an issue with the drops. Still does, And you think, okay, maybe go contribute on special teams. Not so great, not really out there trying to earn it. He's got all the physical skill set, though. He's fast as hell. He's got quick feet, in and out of his cuts pretty quickly. Just, the most important thing about being a wide receiver is being able to catch the ball. He had an up-and-down night against Cincinnati. Well, he tied the team for lead in catches of 3 and receiving yards 28 with running back Jacob Saylors. He did have a few drops. He wasn't great on special teams, posting a 59.9 PFF special teams grade. He's competing for one of the final spots in Detroit's receiving room. He must translate his dynamic play from practice to a preseason game. Lovett also needs to make bigger impact on special teams, a key deciding factor for roster bubble players. He's competing with guys like Cedric Wilson Jr., my guy, who I think deserves all of the spot on the roster, Tom Kennedy, Tay Martin, Tariq Black, who had a little splash, a little sizzle on him Thursday night. These are others are eyeing a place in the position group with St. Brown, JMO, Tesla, and Greg Dortch already being roster locks. Okay, so Greg Dortch is already locked in there. Really came in and just said, "Hey, I am the Kelly Freeman now." You know what I'm saying? We haven't had a deeper receiving room, according to the head coach. Lovett must turn in productive day on Saturday. A lot of eyes will be on him if he does. The 2025 7th-round pick could crack the 53-man roster for the second straight year and possibly receive a more permanent role in the Big 2-6. I don't know, though, man. I'm going to be honest, guy. When you see him play, you see him out there run routes, you're like, yeah, look how fast he is. Look how athletic this dude is. But I just haven't. I'm just not loving it, and no pun intended. I'm just not in love with Dominic Lovett. Quintez Cephas. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? He's giving me Quintez Cephas vibes. You know what I'm saying, guy? How do we feel about Dominic Lovett, chat? Mad Hatter Nation, sound off on him. Ahmed is more like Ansa. Yeah, dude. That's fair. I think he's got that build though. When you see him down in his stance and kind of moving with his wider frame now, he reminds me of Sue, dude. If Ahmed is the next left tackle, sign me up. Okay. Played third stringers in Cincinnati, played starters. We lost by 2 points. Give me a good feeling about the Lions. Hell yeah, Mom. I agree. LT. Gotcha. Lawrence Taylor. I thought you meant left tackle. I'm so fucking stupid, dude. That's pathetic concern. I do hope Ahmed keeps the upward trajectory in his position. Fair enough. Most underrated signing mine has been Devin White. Ooh. Well, Detroit Sports Talk. I keep saying Mr. Detroit Sports Talk. Shout out Mr. Detroit City, dude. Hey, guys, I know I haven't been the most engaging in the comment section or on Twitter. Just let me get through this week. Just let me get through this week, dude. We're turning it and burning it. I just got to get through this week. Just let me get through this week. I just need to get through this week, and then we'll stabilize a little bit more here. But to the point, Detroit Sports Talk, does it have to be a player? Can it be a coach? Because I think when we all look back on it, the most impactful signing that the Detroit Lions will have made in the free agent period for the Big 2-6 season is going to be Mike Kafka. Devin White was our best offseason signing. Okay, well, and he was a late signing, too. Lovett can't catch. You're right, Jack. He sure can't. Rather have Cephas. There you go. Oh, damn. He brought in the Kadarius Toney, dude. Woo. Woo. Man, oh, man. To hell with those wires. Actually, dude, made quite a bit of progress today. I only cut my thumb twice. You know, and the bitch of it is like the cut on my finger, that's a pretty good gash. You know what I'm saying? The bitch of it is like I got a stab on my thumb, and like this is the bitch of it is I was running the fucking set screw down on the 2-inch connector, and I was holding it, and I literally went, "Don't stab your thumb," and then just right into my fucking thumb, dude. Like literally, I was like, "Don't stab your thumb," and then just stabbed my fucking thumb like an idiot, dude. Just like an absolute idiot, dude. Idiot. But made some good progress, dude. Got probably 2/3 of all the 120 circuits wired up and in. Got the Soul Arc mounted. I still got to I still got a bunch more at the head end, but tomorrow I should be able to finish up the load panel, and then it's onto the Soul Arc. Then it's onto wiring up the Soul Arc, dude. But my one boss there, he's gonna handle all the PVDC shit on the external, which is fucking gonna save me a ton of time, dude. Cephas can't run. John definitely. I hope somebody gets the joke. Jacob Saylors is back practicing. Good, dude. Enos Rakestraw with an interception. I'm at practice right now. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, so I was glad to see Rakestraw is back at practice, dude. That's what's up, dude. That's what's up, dude. That is absolutely what's up, dude. That is, dude. I'm glad he's back, but kind of off rake right now, dude. Now he does have another opportunity. Let's be real. If Whiteside is going to be hampered with a hamstring, Enos, you have just been like, if Enos Rakestraw can't get on the roster, barring injury, this year, then it's just not going to happen. He has been given damn near every opportunity this year. The guy that was drafted the round ahead of you, we just straight cut his sorry ass. You know what I'm saying? The guy you've been in the most competition with has a banged up hamstring. You could, theoretically, try and push Rock Yassin. You have all of the opportunities now. You got to put it together. And by all accounts, hitting an interception right there. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brent Supreme? There you go. Something really impressive to make this team. Yeah, Profile, he's got to have some monster preseason games, dude. Lions have officially signed Travion Williams. And yep, we're getting there, dude. That is actually our very next topic. Lions waive 2 at a cornerback. Prior to Sunday's camp, the Lions made a couple of transactions. They signed running back Travion Williams. We briefly discussed that, I think, Friday. However, they also signed cornerback Echo Ecow. Ecow? Is it Ecow? Echo? Ecow? Dude, why don't we call fat influencers e-cows? What the fuck? That joke's been here the whole time. It's been right in front of our face. Fat influencers, instead of calling them e-girls, we should just call them e-cows. Oh my God. It's been right there the whole time. So, am I pronouncing it wrong? Lions week 1 opponent. Saints already dealing with some significant injuries. Jordan Tyson out 2 months. Brady Brees out the season. Damn, that sucks for Brian Brees, dude. I liked him. Second pick Christian Miller got hurt last preseason game. Damn, dude, the Saints are all dinged up, dude. That sucks for them, dude. So anyway, we signed Ecow Boye Doe. He's not a deer. He is not a female deer. He's a ray. He's a drop of golden sun. It is me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. I don't know if that is the right sequence of words or even the right words, but boy, my brain is fucked up. In order to make room for both players, the Lions waive Kyle Robichaux and safety Loren Strickland with injury designation. Robichaux broke his foot. I think this is 2 years in a row. And Strickland hurt his lower body. Lower body. I just genuinely, my butt hurts. He's got a sore bottom. He just got a significant diaper rash and had to be waived because he's just got a sore bottom. He's just a soggy bottom boy, dude. Suffered their injuries in Thursday's preseason game. They will now head to waivers, assuming no one signs them. Both will revert back to Detroit's IR. If they stay there, their seasons are over. However, Detroit could opt to injury settlements, kind of like what we did with Hassanein last year. As for the new cornerback, Boye Doe, a female deer, is coming off a short stint in the UFL with the DC Defenders. He played in 9 games, logged 142 snaps, earned a 74.9 PFF grade, which translates to about a 61 on your best day in the NFL, and is credited with 4 PBUs. He also was active on special teams, logging an additional 138 snaps on the unit. Prior to the UFL, he played with the Chiefs, Giants, and Cardinals. He only made 6 game appearances in the NFL, all in 2023 as a rookie with Kansas City. He played 13 snaps. At 6 foot, 177, Boye Doe, a female deer, is tall but slim for the cornerback position. The Lions are relatively crowded at the cornerback position with Rock Yassin, DJ Reed, Enos Rakestraw, Nick Whiteside, Roger McCreary, Khalil Dorsey. Oh, let us not forget Keith Abney. Hello. Keith Abney is about to be your starting nickel corner. A very, very special player. I told you guys that Keith Abney was going to be an absolute menace. He was going to be a menace. I was like, this guy's going to be a problem. Do it. I see it. I'm like, do it. Make him start. Do it. Do it. Make him the starter. Do it. Give in to your hate. Come on, Brad, be the villain. Give in to your hate and make Keith Abney the starting corner for the Detroit Lions. Yes, do it. Strike me down, and I shall become even more powerful than before. Whiteside missed practice on Sunday. Lions want more depth for the upcoming preseason game. However, Boye Doe, a female deer, will have to catch on quick to make an impression. Roster cut is less than 2 weeks away. 13 days to be exact. Oh my gosh, it's a baker's dozen away. Look at us. Oh, I think he's just I don't mean to be a dick there, Boye Doe, a female deer. But let's be real. Unless you come in and you're just like, turning heads, dude, you're probably going to be a roster fodder, dude. No offense, dude. But, go out there, get some tape. Hey, guy. It happens. All right. But at least you maybe get some tape, get a little bit of recognition, make a play here, make a play there, maybe get a little bit of another team go, hey, we like what you did there, son. Why don't you come on over here, play for the Cleveland Brown Eyes? You know what I'm saying? Finally, our last article today. Hopefully you paid attention. And if you haven't already, would you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like the video, and share it around, my guy. We are trying ever so diligently to get to 1,000 subscribers. The only way to do it is viewers like you. Got to get the word out there for me, guy. We're trying. Pretty soon, I keep teasing it. I got the stuff that I need. I will be renovating the studio and changing the presentation style just a little bit. And, of course, we will have a new thumbnail by the start of the regular season. That's, I think, when we're going to roll that bad boy out. But, guy, we are trying our best to get to 1,000, and every single one of you absolutely helps if you just share this around or subscribe to the channel if you're new here. How we doing, Mad Hatter Nation? I've seen people get severely butthurt. It's debilitating. Agreed. Cedar Grove High School, a great player, even better kid. Nice, dude. That's what's up, bro. Hoping for Seth, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Heard Miller's an awesome person. Right on. Coachable, really positive. I don't think Abney starts. Think Eisen starts. Okay. I think Captain Eisen, huh? The 53 or the what is it? The 14 court guard squad or whatever the fuck it's called from Bleach back in the old days of Bleach, dude. Maybe. I don't know, man. I think Abney's got a little something special to him, dude. Damn, all 22 put a video out on Abney too. Damn, bro. Is he in love with us, dude? And I'm not gonna lie, dude. Guys, I had so much fun watching film the other day with y'all. I shit you not. Last Friday, I could have sat here for like 3 hours breaking down film with y'all. I need to figure out what he does to get the graphics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And break it down like that. Did you guys have a good time Friday watching some film, dude? I really enjoyed breaking down film. Craig Reynolds, yeah, he's signing with the commies, dude. Bears posted we have signed Marcus Davenport and DeAndre Princess. There you go, dude. Or DeAndre. You see the clip of Gibbs torching Barnes. Shep has to know better than to put Barnes in a position to lose that matchup 100 times. Dude, he's going to lose that matchup 101 times out of 100, dude. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and wrap today up talking about this here. So we teased a little bit that Ben Barch got some reps with the ones. Yeah. Because Dan Campbell confirmed suspicions about the Lions' offensive line. They're not going to do the wrong thing with one of their best guys. Yeah, Sunday we were doing some chicanery. Doing a little tomfoolery, huh? Doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of wiggle. Well, it's called flexibility, my guy. Dan Campbell cleared up something that Lions fans a little nervous after Sunday's practice. Detroit's best young O-lineman suddenly spent a lot of time somewhere unexpected. Turns out the Lions aren't about to mess with a very good thing over here at A to Z Sports. The Slipper, what you got for me? The Lions gave right guard Tate Ratledge a heavy workload at center during Sunday's practice, and it raised some eyebrows amongst Lions fans. With the starting center, Cade Mays, dealing with a fractured wrist injury that will keep him out until October, the Lions need to figure out the center situation. Mays is expected to miss 8 to 10 weeks. So when Ratledge started taking the majority of center snaps on Sunday, some fans, understandably, got nervous. Yes, I would too. I'd be like, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey! I didn't think we were doing this. This is not okay. We signed Cade Mays. We traded for Juice Scruggs, and Seth McLaughlin is actually better than Graham Glasgow. So what the flying fuck is going on here? You can understand why at this point Ratledge looks like a potential all-pro or Pro Bowler or all-pro right guard in the making. He's an ascending player in the league and has looked really good this summer. We've barely written about him, and that's not because he's playing bad. It's because I don't have to worry about him. He just does his job, and he does it well. He's doing it well. So the idea of pulling him away from the right guard to plug him in at center felt like a head-scratcher. Shout out ya boy right here. I told you last year we had to draft Tate Ratledge. Did I not say after our first round that I was like, you guys, we need to walk out of this draft with Tate Ratledge? And we ended up drafting Tate Ratledge, and look how well that's worked out. I called that Blake Miller pick. Your boy might know a thing or two about good old line play. I might know a thing or two. You know, we might know a thing or two. Blah, 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 blah. The good news came Monday when Campbell held his presser before the Lions' annual night practice. Campbell made it clear that the center reps were about preparation, not position change. You must be ready. I think it was just getting him some reps. One way or another, he's going to have to be able to help us out there if it comes down to that, where he's the guy or he's our next available center in the game. If something happens, knock on wood, I just did too. He actually knocked on wood. So I think it's just, some of that was, I don't know if we'll do that tonight. Probably get Juice. We got Juice capped on reps today, so he won't get all of them. But then we'll probably put Seth back in there and let him go a little bit, keeping Tate over at right guard. So that is a, in case of fire, break glass, very emergency type situation, just repping him out. A couple of here's or there's so that, Jared Goff understands what his butt feels like. He understands what Jared Goff's fingers feel like on the bottom side of his ball sack. The last line is the key. Campbell's keeping Ratledge at right guard. Campbell was also asked whether Ratledge wants to play center if he's more comfortable at right guard. Whether that factors into this decision doesn't matter. The Lions are heading into the regular season without their starting center. The guy they just paid $25 million to get. Both Juice Scruggs and Seth McLaughlin are more than capable of holding down that spot. I see both of them making the 53-man roster at this point, as do I. I think McLaughlin actually played a little bit better than everybody's giving him credit for against the Cincinnati Ones. Okay. Yep, that's what we said. Ratledge at center is basically a break glass. If one or both guys somehow get injured at the same time, Detroit knows Ratledge can take the snap there. That's all this was. The Lions aren't trying to reinvent the wheel or move Ratledge from right guard to center on a permanent basis. Campbell confirmed it on Monday. We're just kicking the tires. Nobody freak out. Take a big, deep breath there, guy. Boy, we really flew through these news and articles, didn't we, today, huh? How we doing, Mad Hatter Nation? What up, Snake? How you doing, man? They get for laughing at us last year for doing it. Another person said he's worth every single penny. Dude, he sucks, dude. Bears running back injured. No shit. Monungai got hurt? Damn, bro. Guess Mahogany just can't play center. With his size, I thought he fit center better, but I never hear him even practicing there. I don't think he knows how to snap the ball, dude. I don't think he knows how to snap the ball, but I get what you're saying with the size that he's got, dude. I get what you're coming from. He's a little bit bigger all around. Apparently, it's not concerning. Remember when they said for Kobe Bryant that is not concerning? Well, it turns out yeah, dude. That Kobe Bryant, I told you guys that was going to happen, dude. Kobe Bryant, when he got dinged up, I was like, "What's up, Chris? How you doing? I'm late, but you're here, dude." Nah, man. Chris arrives never late, or he's never late nor early. He arrives specifically when he intends to. We are going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon, though. But no, Detroit Sports Talk, I did say that, dude. When Bryant got hurt, I was like, watch, dude. He's going to L'Jarius Sneed his way into this money, dude. He got his Super Bowl ring, got himself a big contract, dude, got hurt, and they were like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. And then I told you guys, I was like, he's going to miss the whole year. It's going to come down to it, and he's going to be like, oh, needed surgery. I'm going to miss the whole year. And what happened? Needed surgery, missing the whole year, dude. You know what I'm saying? So it happens with these DBs, dude. It's like, are there any DBs that go from winning a Super Bowl to signing a big free agent contract? Do they ever like really pan out? I'm trying to think of any in like the last like couple of years. I can't really think of any. Yeah, dude. I can't think of any. The first name that came to mind was CJ GJ. L'Jarius Sneed, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to believe, but Monungai is hurt, and they lied about Kobe and now Kyle. Yeah, dude. Well, you know, the way the Bears be treating it, dude, you just expect that Monungai is going to miss the whole year, dude. You know what I'm saying? And again, damn, that sucks. You don't like to see guys getting hurt, but I mean, you know, it is what it is at this point, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? A little ease on the NFC North. You know, I ain't gonna complain. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna complain, especially if they got Marcus Dude, you realize that the Bears are rolling out with Marcus Davenport. That's not a good thing. If you're rolling with Marcus Davenport, bro, you are in dire straits, dude. They gotta move some microwave ovens, dude. Some custom kitchen deliveries, dude. You know they gotta move these refrigerators. They gotta move some color TVs or something, dude. You know what I'm saying? They gotta figure out something, bro, because they are not. Comeback Player of the Year, Kirby Lockett. Hey, if Kirby comes back and plays anywhere near the level that he was playing at before the knee injury, yeah, that's a lock, dude. What did Ben do? Ben Johnson took his shirt off, bro. He's over there being Patricia, bro. He's over there being skinny Patricia. That's what he's doing, bro. He's over there being skinny Matt Patricia, bro. He's just being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? He's just over there being a butt cheese, dude. So I don't know, man. I'm not mad about the Bears, dude. Bears can fall apart. They can go kick rocks with flip-flops, dude. The Indiana Bears, dude. Small PB Benedict Darnold, Osama Ben Johnson, the trader in Indiana, has cursed that franchise, dude. It might be Giggle Willie, dude. Might be Giggle Willie. Giggly Jiggly Willie, dude. He might have something to do with it, too. I don't know. I ain't mad at it, though. I ain't mad at it. Now, I'm going to be honest, you know, for some reason, am I wrong for, like, does it not feel like this is, like, everyone's, like, hyping up the Bears, dude, looking at the Kyler Murray and JJ Dumbass quarterback competition that was going on there, looking to see, you know, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, Offensive Player of the Year. Lions are going to turn around. We're going to have a sick-ass defense, top 5 defense, bro. Okay. Am I wrong for kind of, like, worrying? Why the fuck did the camera just do that? Am I wrong for worrying about the Packers just, like, lurking like a fucking predator? Even 70% Kirby, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Even 70% Kirby's still better than 90% of the league. Oh, like I don't know, man. Like I don't feel like the Packers are getting any like hype. Like no one's really talking about them, dude. I don't see any articles really popping about them, dude. And I feel like they're just like quietly lurking back there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, maybe they're just a paper tiger, dude. You know what I'm saying? NFL's hyping the Bears. They love Giggle Willie. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do love Giggly Jiggly Willie, dude. They love him, bro. They love Giggle Williams, dude. They want him to be the next Patrick Mahomes, dude. Which is why the Bears had such luck last year, dude. When Brian and Kirby come back, Lions D line, scary. Tylee, yeah, dude. When BB32 and Curbzilla come back, bro, our D line's just gonna eat, dude. Our D line's just gonna fucking. Can you imagine just like the time to throw that the quarterbacks are gonna have when they've got Hutch coming like a screaming banshee off the edge, and then you think you're gonna find refuge in where used to be Marcus Davenport is now just like a man possessed by the name of Ahmed Hassanein, just like barreling down on you. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wiggle up the middle. Nope, here's Big Beef and Tyleek. Healthy, lean, and ready to rock and roll, dude. Let's go, dude. The Bears are all offseason. Yeah, dude. The Bears win the offseason I think of the last 5 off seasons, the Bears have won at least 3, maybe 4 of the last off seasons, dude. The Bears are just routinely off season champs, dude. Packers defense is very suspect. Yeah, no. See, what they're doing, Jack, is they're setting up the narrative for Micah Parsons to be the defensive player of the year when he comes back, dude. Because what they're going to do is show how bad the defense was and how good they are after Parsons come back. Yeah, I seen the Cowboys signed Von Miller, dude. Yeah, doesn't do it for me, dude. I mean, I seen people saying that the Lions needed to sign Von Miller. Didn't really do it for me, dude. You know what I mean? And I'm not wild about the old mercenaries. You know what I'm saying? Hutch is dominating camp again. They might make the Hutch rule again. Well, to be fair, though, a lot of his reps are probably coming against Blake, dude. He's scary right now. No shit. How's Blake holding up, Detroit Sports Talk? We'll get out of here in a few minutes, in just like 2 or 3 minutes. Does Blake look good, dude? Fucking my God, you know I'm really hype on this draft class, dude. Blake Miller, Abney, bro. Yeah, dude. It's about to be a sick class. Oh, Derek Moore should be back at practice, yeah? Heard the Lions beat reporter. Hutch has 4.5 sacks. Damn, dude. Like I said, a man possessed. And he likes to put on a show for the crowd too, bro. That's sick, dude. That's sick, bro. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you who took some time out of your night to come hang out with little old me. It's been a wild and fun time. We'll be right back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live 7 to 8 p.m. right here at YouTube, Rumble, and Kick, Monday through Friday. I've been James with the Hat and Beard Show. You've been an attentive audience. Until next time, zoom the camera in again. Bonga bonga. Frig off, dude.